This podcast is brought to you by Planet Vexed.
Get the brand new single Overseas by Saint out now. Produced by Saina Beats and available in all major music stores worldwide. Head over to saintmusic.link to get exclusive overseas merch, single CDs, and limited edition vinyls. Catch the official lyric and theatrical editions of the Overseas music video only on Vivo.
Welcome back to Vexed Uncensored with me, Saint.
And me, Mo Vader.
And here we are, the legendary duo. That's what this is. But yeah, how you doing?
I'm as inconsistent as ever.
Yeah.
You know, wade in the water. Wade in the water, Jesus. It's hard out here. It's been hard. Yeah. It's just been so.
Yes. How is everybody else out there doing, I wonder?
Fuck them.
Fuck them. Well, the sun's come out in London, so probably pretty well.
Skin out season now.
Yeah. Everyone's on it.
It wasn't a drop over 25 degrees and the pom-pom shorts and butt cheeks is hanging out.
Yeah, they've been hanging out. And
you know what?
Yeah.
Public service announcement.
Oh.
And this is coming straight live and direct from the For Research Purposes Only Committee.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to exercise caution. Whilst it's skin out season and the skin's out and everything's appealing and everyone's looking good, looking ripe and ready for the battering.
Yeah.
I implore you.
Get tested.
Get tested and
get down to the clinic.
Make sure you see ID. Not popo, not police, but make sure you can verify via government approved and authorized identification cards that, you know, the whatever individual that you're about to put your PP on or put your nunny on is of age.
Over 18.
Over 18, yes.
You know.
Please.
This is a Morocco.
Wait, what did you say the other day?
I can't remember, but it was bad. Whatever it was bad. Oh, God.
Eat and have a try.
Forever the comedian. But make sure they're over 18 and you'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
The shop ask for it, you can ask for it too.
It's true. You can and you should. You know, you want to avoid trouble at all costs.
Why would you want it under 18? That should make you want to be sick. You know? It should make you want to vomit. That's a child.
It's true. Well, here's the thing. Whilst intoxicated.
Yeah. And yes, these 18-year-olds, 17, 16, I'm a horse. Yes, they are slutting it round. Yeah. Hopefully with people of the same age, but sometimes not. And it's quite brutal later on in life. They're like, oh shit, that went right.
Exactly.
Don't fuck no one up now.
And you cannot assume that just because you have bumped into someone looking nice at 11:30 p.m. or
when it's dark out.
It's dark outside. They shouldn't be out, but you're up in the park holding the vibes, out there with the people and just because they are there, Magnum in their hand, spliff in their hand, does not mean
just because they're ranking fast.
Exactly, that don't mean that they're of age and should be getting the dugum from you. So
not from you.
Make sure at least if you see some fake ID and you take a picture of a fake ID, you can say, "Rah, listen."
I mean, what else could you ask for? A passport?
I need 2 forms of identification.
Yes, 2 forms.
2 forms and utility
come
bill.
Buy some cigarette in front of me. Do something like that.
That's not enough. They can bring you to their local that sells them singles.
No, because they'll know to spot a fake ID. I might not know,
Yeah.
Just take them down the road. They're going to ID them. Let that go well. If that goes well, then bitch, I'm sure it's real. Okay. If it ain't, then it's like walk off because they're about to be arrested anyway. Because they should be doing their homework somewhere. not sucking dick.
Trust me, it's an evil world.
It's an evil world. So yeah, that's good advice. That's good advice.
Yeah. So I don't know. Shall we jump? Wait, how have you been? You tried to sneak that through. How you been?
Fine. I guess. Fine, I guess. Yeah, just doing stuff. New single come out finally, so that's like gonna do what it's doing, and yeah, go and listen to that, guys. Overseas. What else?
I'm chilling.
I think it's just
overseas.
yeah.
Well, you get over me.
I'm sure there'll be an ad in there somewhere. But yes, and look out for me around London, because if you happen to see me on a sign or somewhere, then that means our promotion, our money's been well spent.
Yeah,
Let us know. But other than that, just everything's been worked on, and yeah, Skin Say out at the end of the month, and yeah.
All right. It's always business. It's never pleasure, is it?
No, not for a good old, what do they call it? A recovering whore.
Working whore.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I can't say it again. I'm sure I said it on the last show.
Oh.
It finally clipped why they call them working girls.
Working girls, yeah.
Back then, women didn't work.
Yeah, well, they couldn't.
They couldn't
Man
work.
said, excuse me?
Work?
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 No, kitchen is work for you. Kitchen.
Work back, right?
You know.
Oh, shit, I should do that.
Like that. We apologise to the Semitic community. Whoever
Do you know what? Are. I think today's the day I'm going to have to drop the policy for resolving the issue in that geographical region.
Yeah.
Because if no one does it, who will?
Well, someone's doing it. They're doing it, I guess.
They're doing it. Well, true.
Yeah, they're going to build that bridge of doom across it. Do you know what I mean? To shuffle all their wares across, and probably more sex slaves.
It's the bridge of peace.
Bridge of peace and prosperity. That's the bridge of hell. Do you know what I mean?
Now for the hottest topics.
Ireland.
Oh, Ireland.
Ireland.
Shout out to my Irish relatives out there in Cork and all of those places there that I've never been to, but I will one day.
I love the Irish. I love the Irish. I really do love the Irish.
I do love the Irish.
That was a
I've
terrible
got to work on the
imitation.
accent, yeah. And I've got Irish blood and I can't do it properly.
The only kind of accent I can do is when it's the typical. And it's really racist to do it.
Yeah, when
but it's like, who the Peter?
How's your fucking hair to horror like a leprechaun?
Yeah, actually, who the
like
fucking. But I say it from a loving,
inspired place.
Yes. Now I digress. Ireland to update on the new artists' incentive paid to pursue creative projects.
Yeah.
So
I did not know about this.
Break it down for me because I'm ignorant to it.
So you know the idea of universal basic income, which is where you essentially get what your wage would be, but you don't have to go to work. Yeah. It's just from the government, because automation and privatization, I don't know, whatever, like when we don't need to work no more. Trialing it out, I guess, in Ireland, but not with your everyday person, with creative people only. Okay. So they picked a few thousand people and they said, we're going to pay you, I think it's like 500 quid a week.
Yeah.
To pursue creative, whatever you want. Like these are musicians, artists, designers, and that it's like, oh, I can quit my job, and just do what you're getting the wage. Just go and then we're go off and do these creative projects and come back to us and tell us how it worked. So they said there's going to be an update about it, and I'm like interested because it makes sense if the creative people get it first, because entertainment field, everything's dying.
Yeah.
We're getting robbed left and right by private companies where we have no power. All of you lot are going to end up with really shit music, really shit movies. Everything's going to be really shit and poor quality and terrible because it's not artistically inspired, because we're all going to quit. We're all going to quit. We're all going to stop doing it. All of us. Writers, all of us, we're going to stop. We're going to get heartbroken. We're going to get beaten down. The new ones coming up are already going to know it's at this point. Spotify and all these people, they're fucking you. Sorry, and this podcast is hosted by them. But this is the web that's weaved, and it's like, give it to the creative people first. We can come with some great shit, revitalize society, because that's how it's always been done, through creativity. The Renaissance, for instance, and Enlightenment, it was all through arts and shit like that. We're the ones that architects are the ones that envision buildings before they're built, and every song on the radio or every bit of music you've ever heard is written by somebody and come from their brain. So it's like, pay us to do it, and then we can quit pretending to be normal. Because we're all peculiar and we don't fit in. And
Fucking weirdos.
Yeah, fucking weirdos.
Fucking weirdos.
So we can quit these shitty jobs and just be who we are and live, which is great. For the everyday person who doesn't have a creative license or have that, then I don't know how they feel about retiring, I guess, early. Because what are they going to do in their spare time? Hobbies.
Yeah.
Or a business. They can't just, I'm going to go off and do my painting or my music or my writing or whatever. So I don't know about the rest of the people.
Personally, I would love to be subsidized to focus on research.
I don't think pornographers are
Excuse
included.
me?
I don't think they're referred to as artists.
Research is not pornography.
You know?
It's not.
I don't think they,
I study the intricacies of human interpersonal relations.
Right, okay.
And I produce journals.
Creative.
I produce journals.
Are you going to turn those journals into something? Like a movie?
Of course.
I mean, you own a publishing company.
Of course.
You know,
of course.
You've got to, turn it into a creative format.
Nowadays, if you look at me for 4 seconds
Yeah.
in a public setting,
Yeah.
I do that and I go, hey, I got balaclavas on a tripod in the back of my car.
And room in the boot.
I got a HD camera, right?
Yeah.
Let's get the OF. Let's get the OF going.
Like, it's taking over the world. But yeah, it's like, whores, like be a whore. So it's like, which one? So yeah, well done, Ireland. You're great for that because everyone's scared of the universal basic income.
Mm-hmm. And I understand why.
And I understand too.
Yeah, I do. Because
work.
Work?
Do you know that?
Do you know what?
That's what future generations will be saying. All they got to do is to go each take a turn once a week to go press a button in a computer room. That's it.
At the risk of sounding like an individual who did not go on holiday during the 1939 to 1945
the
period.
frozen years.
Yes, the frozen holiday years. At the risk of sounding like them, there's even on the universal payment system, there are going to be those that by their own volition or circumstance or conditions are not going to pursue anything and just take the payment and live.
What the? Oh, go on.
They'll just live.
Go on holiday, do up the house.
Yeah, they will just live. And that's fine. But the disparity between those that have...
Can people enjoy life just like without work?
No.
A purpose?
No, they can't.
And some people don't need a purpose. Apparently, they just don't care. They never thought of it. A purpose.
Those are what what do they call them? What are they?
The lucky ones.
not heathens. It's not heathens. What's the other term for heathens? The Abrahamic. The ones. The Abraham Gentiles. There you go. There we go. The ones that have no ambition, nothing about them. No. Like. They're the Gentiles. Yeah. And imagine
but
now.
That's a peaceful, Why like me? Why, like someone said, I think it's Sasha Mercy, a comedian. She was like, why do I do this shit? I don't get paid. People don't make it easy. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? You're constantly why the fuck do I wake up? Why? Why? Because and it's desire. It's passion.
Desire. It's soul. It is.
You can't even stop it. It's unfortunate. Like I said, people will quit and they will stay quit because they're fuck this. Mm-hmm. But they're going to think about it. Music's still going to play in their head. It's still going to operate. They're just not putting it out nowhere. Okay. So
don't get broken. Don't let the system break you.
So yeah, it's not designed for
It's not but resilience, stubbornness, ignorance. But they're training everyone to want shit. They're making it this way for a reason. So you all want the shit. They can put us down. Do you remember when the UK did this not that long ago, a year or two ago, or that fucking campaign? Talking about, creatives should quit and join the, normal work, whatever you want to call it, workforce in Britain to boost the economy and all that. Basically saying and their adverts were so offensive to artists, and they would show a ballerina and her doing this beautiful dance or whatever. And then basically this weird advert, bitch get a job,
bitch get a job, because no one wants to. Basically say, we don't want your art, we don't want your creativity. Fuck off. We just want us all to be worker ants, all of us.
Here's my unpopular opinion about that. Our economy is in a place where we are overdue a great big massive war, And each and every time that nations dig deep and they go to war and they basically spend the lives of those that are fighting fit and that can fight. The winners, the spoils of the wars and the debts then go towards the winning nations.
Yeah.
And we, you know, the UK, the US, the Western Alliance, NATO has had a good long run in Afghanistan and Iraq. And that has now come to a close. And it's funny how within 2-3 years of leaving Iraq and Afghanistan, oil is now an issue. Petrol prices are through the roof.
Yeah.
Although there was a good and okay understanding with Russia for oil and natural gases and things, that has now been compromised.
Yeah.
Because after
food supplies as well.
Yeah. So truth be told, we need a war. Like,
they need to do
we
something.
need a war. We need a war.
Because this is all just ridiculous. If you're not going to resolve shit, you don't want to resolve shit. You don't care about the people. You care about yourselves. Do you know what I mean? And keeping up these these institutions that no one really asked for. Do you know what I mean? And it's even like when it comes to Britain and whatever, if they're going to run all those kind of campaigns, it's like, well, if you think music and stuff is worthless, then don't tax us. Do you know what I mean? Don't tax the customer. Don't tax me for having to put it out and all that shit. Let me make my coins, my little shekels to live off, and you don't have to worry about me, bitch. But no, you want to tax us. All the industries of entertainment, music, or whatever, the amount of money and billions it brings into this country every single fucking year, and you want us all to quit. No, you're trying to water it all down. So then we've got all this shit quality, like art. It's not even art.
It only became an issue when they had to be paid their... What is it? Was it what was the term they was using? It's not COVID payments. It wasn't redundancy. Furlough. It was when there was the government furlough schemes.
Okay.
And it was during the time period where all the people that could not work because of quarantine were getting paid out.
Right.
And those payouts was basically breaking the government's back.
Yeah.
And the projections, basically, the projections and the perception of wealth is very, very, very misconstrued. The UK may be perceived as a wealthy first world nation, just like all the other Europeans and the US and this and that. But realistically, when you actually start looking at the profit margins and the margins of operating,
we don't see it. We don't see this shit. We don't, honestly. And you're right, it is a perception of the UK and so on, the British, and how rich they are. And it's like, yeah, they are, but we don't see it. Do you know what I mean? There's a separation between their wealth in the City of London and so forth. As to, like, I'm talking about the corporation, the City of London, not the actual city. We don't get to see it. It's funneled away. It's all like with the rich. So our living conditions of the City of London is very confusing, I know. There's the City of London, which is an inner circle. It's its own thing, like the Vatican.
The Golden Mile.
Yeah, it's exactly like the Vatican, and it's all privately owned by the royal family and so on. And outside of that is Greater London, which is like the expanse, basically. It grows every year. But like we're talking about West when we're talking mainly about like the City of London. But like the River Thames, like if you ever watch EastEnders, for instance, that intro from that's London.
Yeah.
So above, north and south of the river is London. All of that is London. And it grows now every year and gets bigger.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a corporation that we don't see none of it. So we're living like motherfuckers. Everyone's struggling. And it's like the Victorian times a little bit.
I had baked beans for dinner last night.
Right.
Straight out the can.
It's rough, you know? Yeah, God bless the food banks because, like I said, I don't know how people, you know.
And truth be told, you see the food bank scam, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry, I call it a food bank scam because I'm of a suspicious nature. And what does not compute in my head is when you go to the supermarket, you're supposed to buy some things and then put it in the food bank bin on your way out.
That's an option.
Yeah. And then there is the donations that the supermarkets and all of these entities make.
Yeah, because they have to throw it out otherwise.
Yes. And then
And they mandated to do now. Do you have to give it away?
They have to,
Because it
but
wasn't before.
Not
It
all
was
of
for
them.
waste though. It weren't really because of hungry people.
No, not all of them. They don't have to.
Oh, they don't.
They don't have to.
I think Sainsbury's does now, and
It's the ones that want that. You know that rating thing that we was talking about donkeys ago.
Yeah.
That AA, triple ESG ratings. Those that are operating that want to maintain the ESG rating, they entertain that. But
because in New Cross, like the big Sainsbury's in New Cross Gate, growing up, like people will raid them bins straight up. They're waiting for them to throw away the day's, shelf life shit, and
The
to
day's
go in.
takings.
Sandwiches. You'll get like bags of real like food that you would have just had to buy an hour ago. So that's just what they did. A lot of the cafes. If you're a cafe, I would pay somebody to raid that bin.
yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
You fucking kidding me? What? The killing I'm making? You gotta be kidding me. And it's gonna be sold that day or the next day. Don't go off for a good few days. The shelf life's different from expiry date.
I think the donation system is a quasi
Most of
tax
it is.
evasion
Most of it is,
relief
yeah.
system.
It is, yeah.
Like I do generally believe they quantify how much they give away,
Yeah.
and they write it off as donations to charity. And if it passes a certain threshold, the corporation doesn't have to pay a certain element of profit tax beyond X amount. So should I be saying this on air?
Why not?
Okay, so in the UK, the 50% tax threshold kicks in after you earn 50k or more.
Okay.
So any entity that brings in 100k who may be taxed 60 or 70k, and I'm doing this really, really vaguely, but let's say you bring in 100k,
Okay.
you've got, best example would be 200k. Right, you bring in 200k, your expenses and everything that you have to pay out comes up to 99k.
Okay.
So you still got 102k. That 102k qualifies for 50% tax. That 50% tax would mean that your truly your profit and your take home in the business before you start paying people out or paying directors and this and that will be really rough maths. I know they're gonna rip me apart, but it would be around about 50k.
Okay.
So from 200,000 that has come in, 50k is what is being split up between directors and is so-called profit. Now, if you bring in 200k, and for every 100k that you bring in, you donate 50k to British Heart Foundation or to this or to that, that's your tax bill done, sorted.
Yeah.
And that's one of your options. There are many other options like, where your headquarters are.
Okay.
And how you choose to operate under, whether you're a charity or you have a wing of the corporation or, So with that said, I believe that, yes, there is a higher dependency on food banks currently right now by members of society like myself, because I ain't better than nobody else. I'll hit up the food bank, I'll take my little ticket, put on my little balaclava, make sure I'm looking real rough with the fingerless gloves.
I think we got to do is call the citizens' advice. That's it.
Yeah,
they'll sort a ticket straight up.
Oh yeah,
I think everyone should use it. Everyone. So
yeah, we
because the more demand they get, the more they need, and the increase it's good for a charity or a foundation for people. They can ask, be brave to walk places and ask, because here's the numbers. Look how many people have come to us that we haven't been able to feed. So yeah, stuff like that. And they can hold government to a court. Sorry, they can hold government, accountable by saying, why are we having to feed so many people? Why why are we the only reason people are alive? You're not doing enough.
Let me tell you this. I hope this isn't a topic, and I might be jumping the gun if it is a topic.
Okay.
However, not too long ago, when we was discussing the minimum wage going up, I remember straight away saying, well, guess what? Employers are just going to cut their workforce up
sure.
the workload.
That's what they've been doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within 6 months.
Yeah.
Not
It
even
didn't
within
go up
6
by
months.
that much. And yet, look at the reaction.
It went up by £1.
Yeah, I guess that's a
And-
lot.
That's not even a lot.
Well, not to me, it ain't. But like in general, if you think back in the day when people got raises, it really was fractional. Like 25p, 50p, it's stupid
Yeah.
shit. Once a year, you know.
Yeah. Nope. Jobs are being cut. They're skinning the fat. And
AI's doing what it can.
exactly. And
You
It
can
was-
put
it was a
Chat
bad idea.
GPT into anything. It will you just got to relate it to the system you're using. Like that's it. So and people are building those as what are they calling them?
is it
When you go to
assistants?
Chat GPT. Oh, as GPTs.
Oh,
So
okay.
like they'll set up one if you're writing like a film. There's ones that can maybe do a script. If you're doing like I'm trying to think of like what it could do really. If you like tills, I guess any bit of shit. There's someone designing, you know, its own application that you can put onto stuff. So and a lot of it's free. Apparently. Yeah, so you can create things, robots, there's people building robots and then putting it in there and like it's crazy. So it's really you can apply AI to anything and they are. And this is what I mean, the universal basic income's gonna have to come because
Yeah,
it's
there'll be
written,
nothing
first of all, essentially. And aside from that, AI is taking your job. You know, you better find something creative to do because you ain't gonna have shit to do. And to stop people starving, dying, and so on, like they can't let they do a bit because if they do it right, like a seesaw, and they qualify us and know we're gonna suffer, meaning the public,
Yeah.
they will let that seesaw go that way for as long as we scream. As long as we scream, we'll riot, we'll do whatever. And when they feel the vibe, they pull up again.
Yeah.
And they give us some room, some breadth, and so on. And we, you know, we kind of again, people are resilient. But during that tiny bit of, they've made billions,
Of course.
billions off of the pain,
course.
billions off of the tears, billions off of it, like the seesaw, just going just on us a bit. And when they pull it up a bit, yeah, they've just made billions, and it was worth it, you know.
Yeah.
So they'll do that, but the lift off is going to be the universal basic income. Now you're all upper class. How about that? Now you're all, you know, essentially you can save money, you can earn more. No one's stopping you from earning more money just because it doesn't like it's universal basic income. No matter what you do, you'll do it. So you start a business, go ahead. You still want to, if there's jobs available, if there's still human jobs, go and take one if you want.
You know, once it does kick in nationwide, who I truly feel for is the nations that do not have that. Because that is when capitalism would have reached its final form, meaning that the rest of the world will be slave labor to the online businesses and the online this and the online that, you know, the universal payment
Blacks
nations.
and browns.
Yeah.
As they originally said.
They've got rights now. You can't call them that.
But we took them away too, because they're redoing the British, you know, the human rights in the UK and so on. So,
Oh yeah, we don't have that.
no, but they can't take away your rights, and this is why people should believe in a higher power because it actually grants you, in the court of law and in governments and so on, the right to claim sovereignty as a living being because you believe that. That's, you know, they can't argue that. They can't argue it. But if you're there and as an atheist, you got to believe in nothing, stand for nothing, then you can't say you're sovereign for shit. Based off what?
Yeah.
You're ours, bitch. You're ours. This is why you got to know your rights and you know, but if you don't believe in a higher power or anything like that, what are you basing your sovereignty off? Nothing.
Being the complex amalgamation of humanity that I am, I've had my phases where I've not really believed.
Yes.
I've had my phases where I believed in a more how do we say, in a more basic Abrahamic belief. I've had my...
There's many versions of God people can create for themselves. Isn't there?
Yeah.
Like an infinite amount, you know?
But the notion that there is more above does aid and support being humble and being empathetic and able to have healthy human relations.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the atheist belief system is a bit too
It's cold.
survivalist. It's like,
It's very cold and
yeah. If I go to a gulag,
you're
or I
reduced.
go
They
to,
call us animals. Like I still can't believe that most of you probably listening believe you're an animal. Like you evolved from an ape or some shit. Like you evolved from a motherfucking insect crawling across the ground. You're a human being. You're the most prized possession in the universe.
yeah,
You,
it's true.
a
It's
human
true.
being, you are God's child. Like you are created by the most fucking powerful being in existence. Like what in His image too. Like they really just again, it's the belief systems are quite corruptive. Again, you can believe in what you want. But like even for me, I just always like I didn't grow up in a godly family whatsoever. And when I say most people, aunties, uncle, were all baptized Catholic, didn't mean nothing. Didn't mean nothing. Nothing. And most of them got abused in the church. So hello. But like me, I just believed weirdly.
Isn't that a rite of passage though?
Well, Catholics do believe a little bit too much in the self-torture self. Life's going to do that to you anyway.
Chastise.
The devil's going to do that to you anyway. Why are you hurting yourself, bitch?
You remember Silas?
Yeah.
Cha,
You know, that's masochism. Like, that's twisted. You know, that's like, what are you doing? You're God's child. Why are you battering? Like, who does that? You know, because they're like, well, Christ did it. Christ? Yes, Christ did it.
And then he had that little girdle of thorns around his thigh.
Yeah, to torture himself through the day. But nuns wear that on the arms, some.
Really?
Yes, I think, I can't remember what they're called. But yeah, it hurts them through the day.
Oh
So
my
it's,
God.
it's sick to me because Catholicism to me is a cult. That's all that is. But like, you know, like I just believed there was a God. I did believe that. Like, I don't know why. Separate from family or whatever. I didn't have a definite, what's the word? A defined idea of him. I just kind of knew.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's up there. Like, he's real. Like, I always knew that. And then, I went to a Christian school, whatever, and I lived for 6 years going to church or whatever, but I just, like, really respected them for what they believed in was, like, about kindness, about, like, forgiveness and stuff. So they weren't, like, they were the nicest version of that you can get, right?
Yeah.
Because they really mean it. Not that they, you know, a lot of them religious. They weren't even, like, spiritually in touch with God. But... And I didn't, what my problem was is I didn't understand the Jesus thing. I didn't understand it. Like, I just didn't get it whatsoever.
Okay.
Sorry. Didn't. I said, like, yeah, I still believe in God, but I just didn't understand why, you know, God would have to do that. Because I didn't understand sin. That's why I didn't understand. I was a child, innocent. Didn't know what, you know.
Yeah.
Plus the lines were blurred for me, young. So it was like, but then eventually I was like, I met him. Literally, like, I know who he is now. When you read the Bible, I see his character, like, play out in my life. Like, same as in the Bible, it's the same person. It's like literally insane. So it's like, and no matter how bad I am and how disgusting, you know, as a person I might think I am or what someone else might say, no, he's there. He's real. So it's like weird, but a lot of people have a universal idea of God. Like, he's not a person, a personality. Like, he's a person.
Don't say that. That's
Yeah.
blasphemous.
Three persons: Holy Trinity, God, Christ, and the Holy Spirit. Three persons is God.
That's bipolar.
You know, three parts of him.
Tripolar.
You know, which is like apparently when you think of pyramids and when you think of the universe, 3, 6, 9, like it's all patterns of God that they've, you know, seen.
And a 5,
Yeah,
10,
I didn't
15,
believe in
20.
Jesus. I didn't believe in anything like that. I knew he existed, but what I ended up doing was searching for him. So I was trying to find him because I didn't want to worship like Egyptian gods or like, who am I going to worship? And I had this desire to worship as well. I don't know, like something. I was looking for him, right? At the right place. And I didn't think it was the Christians, didn't think it was the Muslims. I didn't even give him a God a name or thought he was, you know, he would even, he's too big for a name, I thought as well. So I just couldn't. But what it led me to was studying all sorts of shit, trying to find him, alchemy, looking into magic shit, like, you know, growing up and like just, all sorts of fucking fuck knows what, you know? And it was like knowledge.
Dabbled in the dark arts.
Yeah, but just instinctively. But I wasn't like someone who, like, I have a like God fear as well, deep in me as well, I always had. Like, don't do nothing too bad because he's watching.
Yeah.
Like, I always do that for some reason. And like, when it comes to all of that stuff, I never like practiced. I've done like a few bit little things, but I never was like, I was just accumulating this knowledge, but not like most people, if they study witchcraft, they're doing witchcraft.
Yeah.
If you're studying alchemy, you're doing alchemy. But I wouldn't cross the path too much. I would like
take peeps into the
blessings,
box.
like even blessings that's witchcraft. Like even if you use it in a white witch kind of way, it's still or for me more of a like a ancestral in your blood kind of way. It doesn't matter. It's all apart from God. It literally is. I know now and can testify. It really is apart from him. It's not him. He has his own power. He has his own, and it's the same that rose Jesus from death, and it's the same that brings the sun up every day. Like I know it for a fact. So that's where like I get my sovereignty from in my head or as a person. It's not from big-headed self-respect or I think I've got any value. No. I struggle with self-worth, issues. So,
I'm
But a lot of people just say God. They do say God, but they don't say Jesus. They can't. And I've even had people say, I want to believe so much, like, but I don't believe Jesus is the only way to like heaven and like so on. And I'm like, you're wrong. Like you literally are wrong. And it's because you're wrong and you will not give that up. You are not going to meet him. Like you're not going to know, it's just like, wow, so much people hold like pride is pride. Yeah.
If I'm honest, right, I'm not too old and not too young.
Yeah.
And I've quit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just quit.
That too, you can quit you quit sometimes. I've quit bare times.
I've just quit.
I haven't been like, oh guys, I quit. I don't believe in God no more. No, I've read through it. I do. Do you know what I mean? I'm a troublesome child.
I would go as far as say I don't believe in God.
Well, sometimes I haven't. I've been like, whoa, he could not exist.
Yeah, no.
It's been that dark.
No, me no. There's been like 2-3 times.
Yeah.
No.
And I realized I can't exist without believing in him. Like it's weird. I just don't. It's weird.
There
it's not
can
possible.
be miracles.
Yeah. It's sad, but I can't be an atheist. Like I can't. It was never in me. I could never. Like I could never. I at least had a basic idea of God and like he was pure and like he's there, but I knew nothing else until what 20. How old was I? 27. It was some shit. Yeah. And then I obviously all the information was there about Christ, and then it all boom in my head. Bible verses, also shit. I went to a church school. I prayed every day, so it was like as a non-Christian.
Okay.
So it's all there. I just had to pick up a Bible again. Yeah. Then it all came back. So it was weird, very weird.
Let thee without sin cast the first stone. Do you know what? Truth be told, I'm just really at my very base operating system. I'm very childish and very immature. So whenever I feel like, it's going a bit too close to mature conversations and like, don't get me wrong, I'll be vulgar.
Yeah.
I'll be vulgar. I'll be childish, but like, I don't know. I mean, I've had my rodeo or two.
Yes.
And when it comes to a superior power that I don't even want to say divinity anymore. You can't really even say divinity because divinity can be misconstrued as the universe, the stars.
Yeah, anything can be divine to someone else. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
people worshipping idols like stone and wood.
There we go. I think I've reached that point where I can't go any further on this conversation without getting us in unmanageable
territory.
Yes. And I prefer to stick to where I can manage and just palm it off as fuck off and but I think this is possibly going to need to be something for Patreon where
because
the
we
topic
don't
is just that.
Patreon.
Yeah, that's not our fault. That's because of another topic. It's coming. I know that topic is there.
It's there up. There's old shit on there and exclusive things you won't get on your main stores. But there's no not been any activity down there. You're not missing anything yet, guys. Well, you can sign up just in case.
You can do.
So, next topic is Mauritius fights for reclamation of Chagos Island. Might be fucking up, but yeah, the UK own it. It's the British again.
Well,
Chago Island. Let's look that up.
my only advice off the top of my head right now that I can say to Mauritius is please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Listen, if you do, the UK and the US will miraculously discover fields of oil under your nation and you will receive the Iraq and Afghanistan package.
Oh, Lord.
And Mauritius will no longer be the beautiful, the beautiful diamond pearl of the Indian Ocean that it is.
Yeah.
They will ravage your lands, your people. And is it worth it?
Yes, Chagosians are the
Chagosian Islands
are the peoples of
peoples.
the islands and so on.
Leave them be.
Because Mauritius became independent, it says in 1968.
It became quote unquote independent.
The archipelago.
Yeah, the archipelago.
The tropical, Chagos archipelago, is still British, I guess. But it's same as like the Virgin Islands. There'll be the US Virgin Islands and there's the British Virgin Islands.
And there is this a set of two words that are very often misconstrued and misunderstood.
Yeah.
Commonwealth.
Yes, Commonwealth.
Now,
what's the Commonwealth worth if they're just going to deport you back to your country?
Exactly.
After working your guts out for 20, 40 years, back to Jamaica.
Yes, back.
You go.
Back to
Rwanda, But I've been here since I was 2. Who cares? I'm British. They're like, no, you're not.
You're British, but you're not English.
You're a non-citizen.
You're aliens.
You're alien.
Yeah. Just because you got independence, but you got independence and you hopped into the Commonwealth. That's not independence.
Yeah.
That is
well, the
not
British capitalised on the fact that a lot of you are most likely like mentally, you lot are fucked. Like all your peoples of your nations are fucked because we ravaged you and took everything, and here we are giving it back because we want to be, we're sorry, that type of shit. And it's like you never was sorry. It's about like you being. It's like.
Do you remember the BP oil spill?
It's like the British Empire became the bank, right?
Yeah. And
then the Roman Empire, which people think died. I don't know why people ever thought that.
Yeah, no.
It's the Vatican Church.
Yes.
That is, if you go and look at the priests and the levels, it's formed like a Roman Empire, what would you government? It's no different. It is
the
literally.
Senate. That's where the whole Senate and Parliament and government
the
comes
Roman
from.
Empire is the Vatican. It is the Roman Catholic Church. Just as I said, it's a cult. No, you're a Roman empire, a citizen or whatever. You're a Roman. You're a Roman. If you're a Catholic, you're a Roman. You know what I mean? It's like they don't even know. People should know what they are, at least. If you're a witch, you're a witch.
Witch.
Just because you don't think you are,
Babalawo.
It's just look in the mirror, guys. Look in the mirrors,
Yeah, babalawo, tubabu.
But Mauritius, I mean...
Marabu.
If it's worth it, they want it back, so on. If British are so
It's
giving,
not worth it. It's not worth it. Don't fuck around and find out.
They'll poison them waters.
Poison the waters,
Nothing will
poison
grow
the
for
air.
a century.
Poison the air. And then poison the currency, poison the people.
Yeah.
Because Mauritius, you're going to claim land that was your land before the 18 or 1500s, whenever.
I mean, you lot are like cool. Well, I shouldn't even say that.
Don't.
That's technically racist.
Don't.
That's why my family been called out for generations. Like coolly Indian.
Don't.
You're black and Indian mixed people because the British enslaved your ancestors. Like your whole race of existence. That's why Mauritians are uniquely Mauritian, because they're like a specific mix. And it was only because the British interfered with your existence, It's quite fucked up.
It is, but again,
they should at least have the islands their ancestors, came from. Their black
they shouldn't.
ancestors came from.
Shouldn't.
Why not?
No, they shouldn't. If I point the finger to the current hotspot of debate in a certain region, then that means that's the same thing.
But it's
We're
like,
seeing
okay,
it, we're
so
actively
Mauritians,
seeing it.
right? So they all have black ancestors and all have Indian ancestors. So the black people were from them islands, and the Indians from India were brought there as slaves to work.
Slaves,
They mixed
merchants,
up.
you know, this, that,
Yeah,
the other.
they mixed. They became a peoples, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like same if you think of what there's not really a
it's
other
too-
place to compare it. Like Brazil,
It is too far
Maybe.
gone. It is too far gone to
Yeah.
be rectified.
yeah.
And that's the
It's not
I
like,
know
for instance, I was just trying to say, you know, like Tonga, for instance, like in you know near
Togo.
Australia and so on.
Oh,
like, Tonga, sorry.
Yeah.
So you know Tonga, and like for instance, if you know they wanted certain islands back, well, they're not a mixed nation. They are completely the same people who came up from the ground, right?
Yeah.
Like just appeared one day, as all humans did, apparently. Like they came from those islands. They're not mixed. They weren't slavery like involved in their lineage. So
And-
that is theirs. That's a
Yes.
different battle,
I agree.
innit? Yeah.
I agree. I am even willing to argue
Because the British are like,
that
we own these
Australia-
islands and we owned you. So what are you talking about?
Exactly.
They can't say that to the Tongans. You
they
know?
can't.
Yeah.
I'm willing to argue that even Australia, mainland Australia,
Yeah.
can and should be given back to the
Also
Aborigines.
because the Aborigines are black. They just have a different hair texture.
There you go. Well,
But black people
But-
have different hair textures.
but call me a
like
piece,
white people have different hair textures.
call me a piece of shit sub-Saharan.
Sub-Saharan.
But Aborigines, I see Aborigines more like pygmies from Tonga, and excuse me for saying pygmies, but in terms
Them's
of if
black
I put a Ghanaian individual
Yeah.
next to an Aborigine, I wouldn't say
No, they're
Your
indifferent black. That's the thing. They're from the other side of the world, but they're still black.
yeah, but at least
People think black people are
terms-
just from Africa. And that's what's a lie too.
okay.
It was Africa. It was where's the Middle East now. A lot of that. Got to remember, there was the Moors all throughout Europe, who a lot of them, like they say, their families and their tribes are from there. Do you know what I mean? You got the Basque who have black ancestry too. Like so, and then the Olmecs
that's-
apparently in America,
and that's why the
and
Mediterranean,
then
the Mediterranean struggle and suffer to
Mediterraneans.
Mediterraneans suffer and struggle to get that blonde blue hair look.
Yeah, they're the rare
they,
ones.
and they will fight. They will fight to be
Yeah, no, I know a few of them.
Anglo-Saxon Caucasian.
Yeah, they're like either they're Turkish or they're or Cypriot, but they've got blonde hair and green or blue eyes. But you can tell in their features they're Turkish. They're Turks, you know.
Yeah.
But they're blonde and
Because
blue-eyed.
they don't look like they,
They
don't
ain't
look
got
like
the dark hair, the
Saxons.
dark skinned, and they're not mixed. They're Turks. They're just a tribe, a certain part of like it's like black people from the West Indies. Yeah, a lot of them are mixed, but a lot aren't. They're still the same, if you will, pure blood from the homeland. But when you stand a Jamaican next to a Nigerian, I'm sorry, you can
Yeah,
tell
yeah,
there's
yeah,
a
you can,
difference.
of course.
Because we had tribes. Same as the
Tribes.
Native Americans.
Tribes and various degrees of iron deficiencies and diet deficiencies.
Like the same with the animals. God, made a bumblebee all right to be certain places or whatever its food is. He did that. He put it in its DNA. He did the same with us. And made us all look different and be diverse so that we could learn to get along as beside that and have different languages. So it's just like, give it back to them.
Why can't we just all get along?
Why can we get along?
What about us? Okay, right. Next topic.
Yeah.
Next topic. Go. United States of America demands. The US is demanding that ByteDance sell its American business, including TikTok, in 12 months.
Yeah.
And fuck you. They ain't closing shit down.
I think they have to. They're going to ban it. It's one
Okay.
or the other.
Well, the US cannot have TikTok then.
Yeah.
And good luck dealing with all those fucking brats that
They
have
say if
survived
you
off
sell
TikTok.
it, then TikTok can continue to exist because you won't own it. You communist, Chinese, so on so's.
Yeah.
So because you're our enemy. So it's like, blah, blah, blah. But if someone else owns it, they sell it to a European company. America's like, sure, we'll keep the American branch of TikTok because it's a separate business or whatever from the Japanese or Chinese or, whoever, the different parts of it.
It's tiny. It's
The
not
European
Japanese. It's
TikTok or the
tiny.
British TikTok, it's all different, I guess. So,
It's tiny.
but yeah, you come on, I've been said this. How did you let them be there in the first place? This is you lot's fault. it is now the algorithm of your entire population in America almost. They're all drones on TikTok. They've been brainwashed and mind controlled by it. Yeah. Not only that, it's Chinese.
It's Chinese.
All the data, like literally, America. I have no idea what the fuck America's been doing.
No, but when everyone was sitting around the fire singing "Kumbaya" and having other nations infringe on the rights and spying on the civilians because they did not have their own rights to spy on their own civilians, it wasn't a problem.
Yeah.
But now that you finish pillaging Afghanistan and Iraq, and you need to find some, like I said earlier on, we need a war. So
someone needs to do something.
The strings are being pulled to get closer to the war that we need. The
war that's been planned since the second one happened. Do you know what I mean? Like, they plan this shit. Like, it's just, they have a lot invested. Power, control, money, all of it.
Yeah, and it's way overdue. So my offer...
And none of you are fighting fit. And none of you, can even fight your way out of paper back. So what are you going to do?
Well,
your lights go off. You're like, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? You only just didn't pay the bill, you can't.
It's true.
And you're starving. You're like, it's like, oh my God, you can't even cook an egg. Like, a lot of you need to really rethink just in general, for survival purposes.
I've known some that have burnt eggs. I've known some that have burnt eggs, boiled eggs.
Yeah.
Right? Burnt a boiled egg in under 20 minutes.
Burnt pasta. I don't know how I just don't get it. And some of you think cooking includes toast. They're like, I can cook, I can do beans on toast. And what they're doing is slopping the can of beans into a fucking plastic thing, put it in the microwave. No butter, no salt, no nothing. And slapping it on like a burnt bit of toast because you can't even get the toast brown. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Who raised you?
Animals raised you, that's what. Animals.
Eat off the floor like you're meant to.
It's making me eat off the floor like the animal that he is. Take that hot wing.
Have that.
Yeah, fuck them. They can't cook, fuck them.
Yeah.
If they can't cook, all they're good for is fucking, that's it. Just to fucking get them out of the way.
The bait for the mutant radiated monsters that's going to come after the fucking atom bomb drops. Because fallout,
Yeah. I still haven't stopped to watch it. I need to stop and watch it.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, that's let me just say, I'm not going to spoil it, even though, whatever. But it's so good. Very impressed as well, because expecting it to, like everything now, to be shit.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. So bring on season 2.
Yeah. Bring it on.
Bring it on. Oh, is it my turn, your turn?
Yeah, it's yours. I think I just had the last one. And we don't mean to be rushing through them.
No, we're doing a worldwide tour, apparently. So Venice begins to charge tourist day trippers £5 per day for entry.
Oh.
The city of water. The sinking city.
The sinking piece of shit.
It apparently stinks. I've always wanted to go, but I haven't gone because I'm like, does it really stink? Because if I have to spend a week there and it really does smell like that, what the fuck?
Yeah, it just looks nice in pictures. Do virtual tours.
Like, if it really does smell like it, someone tell me, please.
It does. It has to. You know why it has to? It has to because all of those buildings are supposed to be connected to a sewage system.
I don't know.
The sewage system is going into the water that is around them.
It's rank. Like, it's actually sick to think about. It's like if we had to swim through the fucking Thames every day. Like, do you know what's in there?
Staphylococcus.
Thousands of years, 1,000 years worth of dead bodies for one.
Yeah.
All the walls and the fucking the bones down there. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, the bubonic plague.
Don't drain that.
It's just waiting.
Trust.
It's just
There's
waiting.
probably an angel buried down there. For fuck's sake. I don't know what's down there. Apollyon or some shit. Apollyon. With the key to the bottomless pit.
Isn't that from Gods of Egypt?
I'm not sure if it is. That's the Greek name for one of the last day angels that God's going to send down. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's the Greek name. What's his actual name? It slipped to me. It slipped to me.
Apollyon. Okay.
But his Greek name is Apollyon.
Give me 20 seconds. I'm going to find out.
The Greeks probably then worship to the name Apollyon because they all do. Yeah, they all worship the angels.
Apollyon.
Put Apollyon Bible and it will give you the right reference because there might be a false god named Apollyon. But Venice.
Oh shit! And I quote: Abaddon. The Hebrew term Abaddon and its name. Greek equivalent Apollyon appear in the Bible as both a place of destruction, and an angel of the abyss.
Yes.
In the Hebrew Bible, Abaddon is used with reference to a bottomless pit, often appearing alongside the place Sheol, meaning the resting place of dead peoples.
Yes.
In the book of Revelation of the New Testament, an angel called Abaddon is described as the king of an army of locusts. His name is first transcribed in Koine Greek, Revelation 9:11, whose name in Hebrew is Abaddon, in Latin exterminans being the Latin word for destroyer. In medieval Christian literature, Abaddon's portrayal diverges significantly, as seen in the Song of Roland, an 11th century epic poem. So the locust, that's famine, isn't it? In the seven, the swordsman, not the swordsman, the horseman of apocalypse, right? You've got, death, you've got starvation,
you've got death, famine, disease.
Famine is Abaddon.
No, this is a different thing. So these locusts are supernatural. They're not like your regular ones. They're like angelic. So they've got faces and crowns and like armor, and they're humongous.
Right.
And they're gonna come to deal with,
the riffraff,
the trash.
The
they're gonna come to help
scallywags.
the Lord take the trash out in the last days. Part of it anyway. But yeah, Abaddon, his original name, comes down and opens up the pit for the devil, ready for the devil to be thrown into once and for all.
Cast aside.
Cast down for a time. He does come back out later. It's a whole other thing. Yeah, people don't know these things. Read your Bible. But in the end times,
the power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
I don't think an angel's buried in the Thames, just to say that. But I'm not. Yeah, Venice. Listen, I've actually got a biblical fact for you for Venice. So Venice was founded, right? So black nobility. Do you know what that is? Black nobility.
For the naysayers at home,
Yeah.
please explain.
So like black nobility is they're not black nobles, but like the Rothschilds in a sense. Like, so black nobility are like really old families, but they're like
underground, the other side of the coin.
they're powerful, but then they don't have official positions.
Right.
They just have the influence, the money, the age. So there are black nobility families that started Venice, founded it, built it. Those were the Canaanites,
Right.
from the ancient times in the Bible.
Just so that we don't trigger any racists at home.
Yeah,
Sorry, anyone
the
at home,
Philistines.
the Philistines, anyone at home,
Yeah.
so we don't offend them. When
Terrible
we say
people,
black,
terrible people. Oh, we
when you
don't
say
mean
black, you
black.
don't mean black. You don't mean
black.
negro.
No.
Right.
I mean, I don't know
Black
why they
Pope.
say, yes, it's like kind of along the same lines. This is Italy we're talking about, I guess, but yeah, like it was started by the MFing, idol worshipping, devil people from biblical times. That is them. They still exist.
The Owl of Horus.
Ah!
Raw Zabimaru.
But £5 a day, ain't it more people they get, the more it sinks. So get less people. This will discourage like people. It's if you don't have a hotel booking, I think they're going to charge you £5 for being there every day. But if you've got a hotel booked, it means you're not a day tripper, so you should be fine.
Well, that's for now.
I might need a gas mask if I do ever visit, because I don't want to smell eggs 24/7.
Do you know? I feel so stuck right now.
Yeah.
In that there is nowhere in the world that I look at it and I think, oh my God, I want to visit there.
Okay, I do.
I want to go there on a holiday, and I don't want to go there and see the reality of what it's like over there, because I will romanticize it from here.
Everyone does that though. They go on holiday, then it wears off. They get back to their shit and become tired, and again. But
man.
you just shouldn't see it, because
I just want to go home to the kingdom, man. and the path has been smeared so much that I can't see my path to peace no more. I can't see it.
Yeah,
I don't know the way.
I don't know. I don't even know where I'd want to stay. It's definitely not London or England.
I don't know the way. Do you know the way?
No, but
do you know
I
the
will
way?
find it.
Do you know
I
the
hope
way?
to find a country like, I don't know, but there's loads of places I want to go for sure. Asia, in Europe still.
Whoa. What part of
Obviously,
Asia?
America.
Brown Asia or porcelain
Japan,
Asia? Oh, porcelain Asia,
and
porcelain Asia.
Maybe Philippines, perhaps.
Oh, I like it. Philippines.
Hong Kong.
Really?
Yeah, not China.
Hong Kong, they're beating
Hong Kong.
down on their people. You know,
Yeah,
Hong
in the
Kong's
trade,
gone
they're
back to
still
CCP.
No, yeah, but they're transitioning it.
It's gone back to them, man. They
I'll
changed
go
the
there
road
now
signs.
while they're transitioning, because it's been for like how for 50 years, like all the people that live there are still the Hong Kongians, the Hong Kongers. I don't know what they're called.
Hong Kong.
The Hong Kongers that live there still grew up there, and they're still the British, owned mentality. But the CCP will sort that out.
Oh,
but
yeah.
during this
Oh.
transition, I definitely want to go to Hong Kong.
Do you
At
know
least
what?
once.
What would be a smart move for any international investor?
Yeah.
Find out what corp.
Whoa!
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 What are those?
What was that?
Find out.
Earthquake.
You make my earthquake. Okay, yeah. No, serious. Find out what corporations handle the logistics and the internment of citizens who need retraining, reprogramming through the gulags, the work camps and all of that.
Right.
And you will make a killing because those camps, like those prison camps, are about to be full up of Hong Kong people that do not have the mainland CCP mentality.
Yeah, the vibe, the Chinese vibe, because Hong Kong, they're different people.
100%.
Sorry,
Listen,
it's like it was a different country from China.
University
Always will
really-
be. Always will be.
University really opened my eyes because I met, and this is just one individual. I know I shouldn't
Yeah.
exaggerate, but I met one individual that by appearances you would have thought was the child of Mr. and Mrs. Patel,
Right.
but very coffee cream skin,
Yeah.
almost mistaken as a Spanish,
Okay.
Portuguese,
Portuguese.
like that, and
Yeah.
had an absolute total wipeout Mr. and Mrs. Patel name,
Oh.
and start asking them some questions. They're from Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
And
Yeah.
I'm looking at them and I'm like, I would have never thunk it.
Yeah. The amount of white people as well, born and raised in and had family, in Hong Kong. They're from Hong Kong. They speak Chinese. You know what I mean? Mandarin. Sorry. Not Szechuan. No, whatever.
No, how
God
long?
knows how many languages? I don't know.
How long you been waiting?
Ain't there like 86 ethnic groups? So I'm guessing there's like 86 languages. I don't know.
Well,
or
there'll
versions.
there'll be more and
of
more and
them.
more because
Tribal, dialects.
China is seen as
then
China,
you've
but
got
China was a
Tibet.
continent. Yeah.
China's humongous, like
Exactly.
overwhelmingly big.
Truth be told, China from the outside is seen like China's one massive country.
Yes.
But China is no different to Africa in
Yeah.
that the West,
Yeah.
the most western edge of Mongolia that touches on
Yeah.
Kazakhstan and this and that.
Yeah. Oh my
All
god.
of that region.
Listen, the people from that border, of like Eastern Europe and Asia.
Yeah.
Have you seen them? They're so. I'm not gonna read. I'm mixed race, but like they're so. It takes you a minute because you're like, hold on a minute. Are you Asian or are you white? You almost can't tell
You
what
cannot
they
tell.
are,
You
one or the
cannot
other,
tell.
because
You
they
can't tell.
blend so well in a way.
Yeah.
Asians and white people, I guess, look at the results. But then there's people again who look pure Asian, they've got a white mother, or look pure white and they've got an Asian dad or some shit. So I guess we're all in the same boat, mix wise.
I personally
But
don't
Those people who have their own languages, their own identity on those borders, whoa, because they all live Eastern European lifestyles, but they're blatantly
of Asian
of
descent.
Asian descent as well.
It's the same in Russia.
Yeah.
Russia has, I know it's a running joke, but they've got black Russians.
Yeah, there's blurred lines everywhere, and people think it's so cut and dry, and it's not, But yes, awareness, broaden horizons. We've got beef time.
Oh,
This is beef time, celebrity deathmatch time.
let's go.
So we've got Davido versus Wizkid.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say Wizkid then.
Wizkid, Ogdrelik Bar versus Mr. Badass Boy. And I don't know if you've seen this or spotted it, but Wizkid's got no love for Davido, No love.
Yeah, are they
Reposted-
from what countries are they from?
Nigeria?
They're both Nigerian.
They are both Nigerian.
Are they both Igbo?
Oh dear.
Are
I
they
don't
from
know.
opposing tribes? Like, what's the deal? What's the deal here?
That I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that, and I probably should.
Because ain't they meant to be, if they're from the same tribe, they're not meant to be beefing.
They're not, but
That's your brother, you know.
you know the thing is that Wizkid, there are separations. Wizkid is not of money, whereas Davido is of money.
Why he was raised rich.
Yeah, Davido's dad is very wealthy.
He probably is then, Igbo.
Well, he could be Yoruba.
I mean,
He could be Yoruba,
It's not
'cause-
like there's no rich Yoruban people, you know.
There's very rich Yoruba people, very very rich.
Very.
And the problem is that in the past there was very clear cut stereotypes that you could assess whether someone is Yoruba,
Yeah, yeah.
Igbo,
Yeah.
Edo, you know,
could
because
tell.
you could tell, but nowadays you can't.
Modern.
So, yeah,
Listen, back in the day, I don't know if everyone gets gypped like Asians do for their cultural garb.
yeah. The
But back in the
caste
day in London, when they came from Nigeria, they came dressed from Nigeria and they walked their tribal wear in the street.
yeah.
At the end of the day, you could tell where they were from. So
But this
now everyone's wearing a suit.
that is part of what is
No one's
eroded
got
the
scars
culture.
on their face no more.
That is what has eroded the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Now I know
Gentrification.
I shouldn't say it, but I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
In the Asian communities, whether you are Bangladeshi, Tamil Tiger, Desi, Urdu, Hindi, whatever it is that you are, Tamil, you're going to see that there are those that wear their traditional garments, and the economy, the finances remains within the community,
Yeah.
and that is no different to what.
Hey, I'm with what was it?
what-
The whatever it is. You lot be blowing in the wind. Like, fuck the trousers and the ties and the shirts and shit. I'll wear my fucking flip flops and a dressing gown all day.
Dressing.
Sorry,
That
dress.
is- oh my god!
Yeah, you know the ones they pull over their head in the Victorian time, and they've got a little candle light in the
a
hallways.
shawl in the night.
A shawl, you know.
Let me get a drink
Yes,
from the
let the
trowel.
never regions breathe. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, well, you see, the thing is that when your tribal, your traditional tribal cultural clothing
Yeah.
only goes on for, I guess, community events, you know, christenings, births,
Yeah,
deaths,
yeah.
marriages,
Yeah.
then it erodes your ethnic identity.
Yeah.
And
Erasure.
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 And that is what has been observed in the last 20, 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
Because even, and I know this is
The Western disease.
this is a really stupid point. Really stupid.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, Caribbean people, particularly Jamaican people, whether it was rain, sleet, or snow,
Yeah.
they wore string vests.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
That don't happen no more.
No.
No string vests.
New.
No markets that are selling string
No.
vests. Like
You don't even see the
very
wild
rare.
wigs no more with the
Yeah,
Jamaicans. Like,
the
they don't
dancehall, the
even-
dancehall queen. Where's
Yeah,
the dancehall
whereas
queen
like
gone?
they did not care. They were just now
It's
everyone's the
assimilated.
same.
Yeah.
And it's so dry.
It has assimilated and eroded.
And then the real like all stuff like that, all the like colors and the natural vividness is being replaced by wannabes. Like who are putting on an outfit, putting on an identity because they've got no worth, they don't know who they are, blah blah. Because it's workable on Instagram. It's like a copy and paste, and you do it to yourself. You buy the glasses that ain't got real fucking eyeglass in them, and you buy the look, and then you pretend to be that person, and it works for them.
Yeah.
And this is why everyone's fake.
Yeah.
You know, no one's got standards. You got pretty people, fucking ugly people. It's all over now. It's all over now. No one's got standards anymore. No one's got standards. What happened? Oh God, I love it. This is apocalypse at this point, you know. But no, we've been told we are too depressing. So let's open up another. Is it mine? Yeah,
It is.
Right.
Oh.
Next topic is yes. Oh wait. Okay, this was the same one. So Davido, Wizkid, no one really knows the answer to that one, I guess.
Just swinging their dicks in the wind and people are picking
they
a
can't be
side.
from the same motherfucking place. Right, so Governor of Colorado has signed the first law protecting consumer brainwaves.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's like, done it. It's not wasting no time.
Wait. Consumer brain waves.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Just as it is, consumer brainwaves, your brainwaves, for like companies taking advantage of what you think for monetary value.
Wait.
Yep. Let it marinate. And well done, Colorado, by the way.
Is this because of like the Bluetooth debacle where if you go near a Bluetooth TV, the Bluetooth TV will ping to your phone and they will have their interactions and it will increase the amount of adverts you see for TVs? Or
He's talking about you. Not even the apps you use, the data that's none of that. He's talking about your brainwaves.
So they can steal my brain waves from the air. Like I can walk past something and it will take my thoughts.
I guess they wouldn't want us to jump to conclusions.
Yeah.
But I see no reason why not. Don't you be thinking shit and like it pops up on your phone?
Yes, but I believed I used to believe that was because
This
said
happens
something.
to everybody.
I thought that was because I've said something.
Okay, I've had times where I didn't say shit to no one yet. And other people too. And I'm like, see? It ain't even about just what you be saying. It's about what you're thinking. And I'm not going to jump to no but we don't know what's in this. I guess there's loads of stuff in this. They were selling you fucking Amazon shit with secret cameras in them. And, we didn't know that was in there. Or there's a microphone in that. We didn't know that. Well, how did it get in there then, idiot? But yeah, like, so brainwaves. So let's just assume they don't have that right now. Right? Let's just do that for a second, yeah? And let's just go to, okay, so this is Tesla, right? Sorry, I keep saying that. This is, what's his other company?
X.
So is the brain, Neuralink is his other company.
Okay. But X owns all of it.
Okay, so the brain chip has had like some issues.
Well, it's frightening people's brains, isn't it?
No, so the guy that got it, well, he was like, yeah, I can play games for 8 hours. So he was paralyzed and, thing. And they put it in his brain and he can operate and whatever. I mean, you still can't walk.
Wait. Was he paralyzed before or after they put it in? Before?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was paralyzed before, but they put it in and now he can play games.
He's doing World of Warcraft with his brain or some shit. And then, like, what they're saying is, it started to work less. The power started to wane. And he's like, what's going on? Yeah. The chip and the threads that in the brain, they're starting to come out.
Okay.
And they don't know why.
Because it's not supposed to be in there.
Is that not called rejection?
Yeah.
To any other, like, foreign body that's placed in an organ rejects. Like, you can even reject human organs.
Yeah, that's what happened to the Elric brothers and their mother. You should have seen the mess that they resurrected.
Right.
She was like,
kill it. It's like, kill me. Because it's like, what have you done? Why am I here?
I'm not your mama, I'm dead.
Yeah.
You got to let sleeping dogs lie. Well, dead dogs lie. And
this is what we were saying. What else are they doing with the brain chip? Because it's like, they could probably like take what he's thinking and put it in cater it to advertisements. Colorado's done it. Like, they were the one the first to do the weed and so on. Apparently they're on it down there, and he's done it. So well done to the Coloradans, I guess.
Well done to them. But this is definitely one of, I wouldn't say
everyone needs to do this. Everyone needs to do this now. Like, protect our brainwaves, please. Give us that sovereignty.
Just don't give them your brainwaves. You shouldn't need to.
What if they take them?
Well, we need to get the aluminium hats out.
Because they're coming out. Your brain is waving 24/7 in your sleep as well. We already know they can record dreams. I don't know if anyone else seen this shit, but years ago, at least 10 years ago, in Japan, they could record a dream. And I know I'm not making this up, or this ain't a Mandela effect. I saw them play back someone's dream. And yes, it was gritty and grainy, but they recorded someone's dream. So to me, I already knew it was possible. These things were possible. Whatever, like the blend, the veil, shall I say, is broken. Because things are happening that maybe shouldn't technically work. Yeah. They're working.
Okay.
Yeah. They're working, So for me, it's like, I don't want my brainwaves stolen.
Would you take the red pill or the blue pill?
Well, I can't remember which is which.
The Matrix question.
I was never red pilled. I grew up red pilled.
Take the red pill.
Yeah.
and you wake up and you see the world for what it is.
Oh,
Take
that.
the blue pill.
I was born with a red
There's-
pill in my mouth, bitch. I was born with one. Yeah, so no, I guess I don't have that option.
Okay, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer. All right, cool.
But take the blue pill, guys. Take the blue pill.
All right, next topic as we're going through it, right? Soldier Boy, no way. No way. Seriously. Soldier Boy offers to buy the United States TikTok.
With what? Shirt buttons?
Well, if his credit score is good enough, no problem.
What? How much is it? Forgot $1 billion at least. Come on now. He ain't got no billion.
Well,
And he was too. What do you know about running TikTok, Soldier Boy?
Soldier Boy
can't even run
was the first to do everything.
If you ask him, yeah.
Soldier Boy invented the wheel. Yeah, he invented the wheel. He
my
invented
God.
Bluetooth. He invented electricity,
Yeah,
light bulbs,
video games,
petrol, Nintendo. Soldier Boy invented Nintendo. Yes, in 1989 or 1898, whenever it was invented, Soldier Boy was there. He was at the table. They invited him.
Why don't my phone want to do what I ask it? Okay, TikTok, bitch. Let me just ask. How much is the United States TikTok worth? 100 billion.
With the algorithm, he said, we estimate TikTok is worth $100 billion.
Okay, I can argue that what something is worth or
Yeah.
claimed to be worth,
Yeah.
you can still buy it for £1.
Yeah.
The O2, not the O2, the Millennium Dome
Yes.
was sold for £1.
Yeah, a lot of, I don't know. It's a lot of, that happens a lot. It's just a real easy to move an asset. If it's for £1, like, just do it for £1. Everyone just do it for £1. If it's, if it's not a real transaction.
Yeah, because
If it's not real, it's,
it's worth 100 billion.
the rows of defunct buildings or suburbs in Manchester of them red brick houses that no one wants and they're selling them for £1 because they're derelict and it's a dead part of they ain't got the money to revitalize it. So it's like you lot all buy the houses for £1, bring your money, bring your families, live here, revitalize it. We'll take care of the gardens and the parks that are dead and let's get this shit popping.
Yeah.
But
That's all gangland now anyway.
yeah, they got to get the gangs out first, you know what I mean? Who took it over.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
the squatters and they're
That's
like,
gangland.
come on now.
That's gangland.
I would buy a bunch of them, but you got to go through a whole thing, by the way, to even get one.
Okay.
I think I'll be on the list as well. But I would buy a bear of them and just hire a security company to drag them dirty, squatters out.
Shit before I
My
forget.
my Airbnb,
My property.
my future Airbnb.
my
bitch.
rent-to-rent property. Okay, before I forget, it may be worth $100 billion,
Yeah,
but
it's
the
actually
turnover
based.
of the profits might not be that.
Yeah,
It might be operating at a loss. It may have
reckon.
more debt than the profit it brings in.
but saying that, they're really just the video player.
And don't forget, it's true.
It is
It's a short form
the
platform.
stupid ass video player.
And is it not peculiar
Yeah,
that it has become an issue to the US that it must be sold since the TikTok shop opened? Because before TikTok shop, the problem was with Huawei selling things to
because they're spies.
because Huawei was spies, but
Yeah.
you had the NSA that was dumping their citizens' information over to NATO or UK surveillance, and UK surveillance doing the same with their own citizens, and they had a trade-off.
They spy on their allies for fuck's sake.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, think of like what? You should just be real Australia about shit. You know what I mean? Just be Australia. Every country, if they want it, be Australia, right? But none of them want to do what the Australian government are willing to do to their citizens, push them around. And what Western country do we really see that other than riots and where they come out in force and be like, no, you're going to do as the government says. Very rare. Over there, you make a Facebook post, they're dragging your ass out.
Yeah.
It's authoritarian as far as I'm concerned, Australia.
Okay.
And
Well,
a dark bunch of people run that country, from what I've known. In the Labour parties and this is basically like a copy and paste of here. They've just all got funny accents. It's humongous. They got just spiders the size of a living room, and it's just wild over there. Do you know what I mean? Like, what is this country? it was a prison. Like it was an open air prison for fucking pirates and shit. Do you know what I mean? And like, look what it's become. You know,
true.
The whites are quite amazing. They are.
I'll never
they are
take
quite
it away from
amazing.
them.
Like
Yes,
they are. You know,
Yes,
I'll
they
give it to
fucking
to the whites. You know, all of you. You know, I won't split them up.
Oh yeah, you need, to live a wholesome life.
Yes.
You need to be able to see the good and the bad in all things.
Yeah.
White people.
Do you think it's the Viking blood? Like what? What is it?
Whatever it
It
is,
might be. You know,
whatever it is theirs.
'Cause
And
them lot, phew.
I appreciate it with a fair balance to the things that I don't appreciate.
yes, yeah.
And that's
You know,
that's the best.
If you're
I
gonna
can
do it well. World domination included. If you're gonna do it,
do
that shit
do
properly.
it, do it.
Genghis
right,
Khan that
do
shit.
it,
Do you know what I
do it.
mean? Because that's what I guess you're meant to do.
It's true. I swear. Let me not even go into quoting those figures, but apparently everyone's got a bit of Genghis in them.
Oh right, he's pitting them.
Yeah.
Same as like Confucius.
Awali pagal.
You know,
Wait, what did he say? 23 baby mother.
23 baby mother.
Real bad man. Okay.
I cannot remember what the topic was. Let's move on.
I can't either. Yeah. Soldier
Yeah,
Boy wants to buy.
He ain't buying that.
That's a joke thing. Soldier Boy, you need
He's
to,
to like stop lying.
you need to keep on selling your counterfeit
Selling
goods.
that ass on OnlyFans.
All right, you know what? I did have the last one, but I've already unwrapped it.
Might as well.
Oh, there we go. Drake versus Kendrick Lamar. Yeah,
I know
Drake.
nothing about this.
Drake is absolutely getting trolled. He's losing the war. He's okay. So his alleged escapades with minors is being, drawn to the front.
Oh, which minors?
Millie Bobby May.
Oh yeah, I said that was fucked up
is
from
that
the
her
beginning.
name? Millie Bobby May.
But Brown. I think.
Brown. Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
I was so shocked when I heard the name and I saw the white guy. I thought, hold on, where's
Stranger
Whitney's?
Things.
Yeah, where's Whitney's daughter? And I remembered. Oh shit!
Bobby Christina. Rest
Oh,
in
was her name
peace.
Bobby Christina?
Yeah.
Shit, I thought her name was
Christina.
All right, yeah. So the Stranger Things one
Yeah.
highlighted like, oh, he's my best friend. Talks to me
It
about
was terrible.
boys.
And why didn't no one think it was weird other than me, allegedly?
Because at the time, the social persona, the social perception of Drake, no one would go that way.
This is what I mean.
Everyone
Why are
will
you
thought-
lot so forward? So easy.
Well, idealism.
Weird,
It's
isn't it?
idealism.
Like they've got no feelers, no antennae
Yeah.
to be like, he's weird.
And
this is like, can't you lot tell when you're being sold something?
No, they can't. Didn't South Park episode ads and real, an ad? What?
Yeah.
And it's like, what's an ad? I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what's an.
That's how you're a good sales. If you may be a good salesperson, you're like, you have to know how to do that. But like, it's then because you can't be tricked like that. You can't. It's impossible. Like you are the trickster. Anyone like if you're good sales, they're tricking and they're saying whatever they got to say, but within a smart reason, liability. Like you got to be good at it. But like, yeah, you're right. Most people don't know they're being sold to. Apparently, Drake has been a fake from the beginning. Like.
Yeah.
He should have just stuck to his little rapping R&B songs, been himself, and he would have been just as successful. But it's because he's nefarious at heart, that he did what he did, and that's why he has the life he has now. So,
Yeah.
not a fan.
Yeah, it's a big mess. He's not. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
The legacy. The legacy. What the hell went wrong? Who woke that dragon?
When his father got with his mother and inserted that penis, that's when they went wrong.
Do you know what? Yeah. I had a really creative moment.
Right.
And I thought, okay, what is something that you would never expect to hear at the point of climax?
Kill me now, kill me.
Well, that's extreme. That's extreme.
I would
the
not
best,
expect that.
the best I could come up with.
Right.
Most creative, ideal
Best
for
I
me.
know.
Roll on end credits.
Okay, roll on ad credits.
And
Scene.
it's allegedly
Scene.
it's alleged that it hit the mark.
Yeah.
Memorable, laughter, good.
Listen, when it first came out, I said that's one. Them mixed race boys raised by his white mother in the house, middle class. That's what he was. Maybe that's just because I know people like that. I don't know, but it's like that's who he is. They're dime a dozen.
My Okay,
It was the Lil Wayne shit, Cash Money shit that did all this. That's why.
I had one mixed race, really close mixed race friend growing up.
Yeah.
His mum was white, and she was middle class white. But before having him, she had gotten into the hippie movement.
Yeah.
During the 70s and that.
Yeah.
And
Oh my God, you hippie mothers do so much damage. I used to talk
Yeah.
about that in my Vex segment.
yo, listen, my
So
friend,
funny you said that.
my friend at different points in our childhoods had thrown a brick through her window, had in front of all the black kids, in front of the Negro children, said, "Fuck off with your inflatable pussy," and we were like, "What? How? What do you mean inflatable?
Yeah, like what?
What is going on here?" Okay.
Yeah.
You need to speak to her. No, he was grounded for 2 months. And the madness is that he's constantly grounded, but always playing outside.
Yeah.
Always like,
She's a hippie. They've got no boundaries. Living free with the wind. They'll leave their kid event. I will get into it later. Actually, it's quite a good
You know what?
topic. I need
You know-
to, yeah,
you know-
because we're in the 70s. There's no one noticed.
you know what is always hilarious to see in comedy in like the US or even UK. They always say, "Oh, I had a white friend growing up. I went and stayed over the white friend's house."
It is a different world.
And I fucked up and went home and started speaking to my black parents the same way. Listen,
I wasn't. Oh, I didn't stay at over no white. No, but obviously I'm from a mixed family.
yeah,
But no, I never stayed at no white friend's house. They were all either black, well, African, or like either Indian. No, Mauritian actually. Mauritian, Jamaican, Nigerian.
see me, my
No, but one white child come over to play one day,
yeah.
and my parents said, "Never again. Will a white child can't be no discipline, like bad." And I was just like, what? Because he was like, well, why are you acting like this? This is how you act out of school. Like, this is how you're like with your parent.
Yeah.
My no. He never came back.
Never.
In fact, it was only my very close friends that could come over.
But see me. So instead of me getting badly influenced by a white friend, I never got badly influenced by a white friend. It was my mixed race friend who had a white mum.
Yeah.
And I didn't even realize I was imitating him. I fucked around and I found out. I found out. Never ever imitated him at home again.
Yeah.
But you live and you learn.
Yeah. It's different. It's a different world. I can't relate either. I cannot relate. And not all mothers or white mothers are pushovers. Let's
No,
remember to say
absolutely
that, 'cause
not.
Some are like, roll. They don't play, boy.
The female friend who was mixed race, their mother, you know the one, right?
Yeah.
Their mother wasn't a pushover.
No.
Wasn't. That one was just
Yeah. It is mad.
yeah. But next topic, sorry.
Right, so last topic, I believe, unless there's one.
No, there's a Juan
okay.
Jose Moore.
So this one is continuous cost of living crisis.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Right. The continuous cost of living crisis right now in the UK has got a,
The seesaw is pushing on us.
Oh,
I
yeah.
told you.
I've given up.
Yeah,
I have given
It
up.
is what it is, but
Yeah. I'm not going to pay it. And I'm going to pick and choose what ones I'm not going to pay at rotation. So good luck to the system. Good luck to the economy.
Hello, debt.
Hello debt. I'm defaulting.
Hello, debt.
And it's looking like most other people are also defaulting.
Yeah.
Like literally
Have no
picking and
choice.
choosing. I
I
can't
choose
get,
life.
yeah. Bitch gotta eat.
Bitch, you gotta eat. You
Trust
know.
me, I gotta eat. I can't just be
What is this? Communist China?
the CCP.
Eating frozen potatoes?
Oh no, imagine dirt.
Oh, yeah. Especially in like North Korea.
Over there eating fried dirt.
Fried dirt,
Fried dirt with asphalt
shepherd's pie
shavings.
made of dirt. A mashed potato. Get that down, yeah. So you're having tonight. Just in Chinese. Just translate that into Chinese. And,
We have to eat it to feel full.
Yeah.
It's not to live. It's just to feel full.
Yeah, just keep you going for the couple of hours.
Yeah. Sad stuff. Should we really be making fun or light?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I
why not?
thinking? What the hell was I thinking? Okay. So we're just gonna gloss over that.
All right.
last one of the night.
Okay.
Quavo versus Chris Brown. Beef.
Yeah.
Can you even call it beef?
Chris Brown destroyed him, and I was like, oh, I didn't know he could rap like that, or you've blown this rapper out of the water.
Well, let me just remind you, during that time period where Chris Brown and Tiger did that joint kind of career propulsion together. Oh, my bitches got real hatchily with the top down, screaming Chris Brown is a
he's very talented. Sorry, I'm yawning for some reason.
Well, he is talented. This is true, but we overlook the fact that talented and consistent.
Yes.
Chris Brown since 2005
He's never stopped.
has not stopped. Even when he couldn't,
the freak offs, and he keeps going.
Yeah. And Quavo now, respectfully to I forgot.
Because Chris Brown's career died a long time ago. They buried him. He's still buried. He works in the underworld, the undercroft of the,
Yeah.
That's just...
And that's sad because...
But he's still bigger than most, and he's making more than,
Truth be told, Chris Brown should really be, how...
A young legend, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's young.
Usher.
Yeah.
The Usher, just behind Usher.
Yeah.
Like if he was to say, okay, by the separation of say a decade.
Yes.
Just to keep it respectful.
Definitely Usher. Yeah.
Yeah. You would think that's it. And they're all supposed to be progressing up to, and I'm sorry to make this connection.
They won Michael's place. But the Michael's place died with him.
That's too far up.
When the king died,
that's
the
too
crown
far
died,
up.
the
That's too
throne
far up.
died.
I was going to put as a cushion in place R. Kelly. As a cushion in
Oh,
place R.
yeah,
Kelly.
sorry, I forgot. He existed.
Yeah. You see? And then beyond R. Kelly, I think you can't really say LL Cool J. He just about missed the mark, but
what LL Cool J said, the rapper's rapper, favorite rapper.
like the rapper's rapper. And then what, Luther Vandross, the real soulful dudes.
Yes, Luther is there. He's there. Male singer.
Yeah.
Luther Vandross.
Right. And then ultimately you get into like Prince, Michael, Rick James sort of, but do you know what I mean?
Rick James down with Luther. He's down with Luther.
He's down
bit
with
lower
Luther.
than Luther. Luther's like Luther.
There you go. But then in terms of if you keep them in chronological, like when they were really at their peak, their height.
Oh, of course, like James Brown.
There we go. You see how the playing field opens up.
James Brown, yeah, for sure.
And Quavo's not that.
What is Quavo at this point?
Quavo!
Who the fuck is Quavo?
Who? When it was the Amigos, the trio at their peak, and this is their peak breakthrough, their peak breakout.
Now they're TLC.
There we go. Yeah. Oh no.
Well, they're not, because they're not even the Migos.
That
no
is
they split up. The Migos ain't even
for
together.
shame. No, they did not
They're
split
not even
up.
together.
They didn't split
Yes,
up.
they
One
did.
of them died.
Yeah, and
One of them died, and
then
they split.
up.
TLC.
Before he died, actually.
Well,
TLC never split up.
Left Eye died, and
yeah, they're still together. Technically.
Technicality. You know what you did there, and you know it was foul. It was foul.
But as far as I'm concerned, the Migos are not together and have no plans in the future to reunite.
No, they never will, because unfortunately, may God rest his soul, the one that died was the glue.
Yes.
And oddly enough, before his death, everyone's perception of him was like, he ain't the greatest one, really, are you? You're like the middle.
Yeah,
you're the average. The other two, you're like, oh,
yeah.
One's got Cardi B.
Look at me.
One's got Cardi B. One's got the other lady.
Yeah,
but
the one that caused no trouble. Again, it was the one that got taken.
Shamelessly taken.
By who? Only God knows. But
bad niggas with the dash.
by his best friend. By the Migos, right? But whatever. That's just an assertion that's not based in, knowledge or fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was by the way, Chris Brown won that. Yeah, Chris Brown.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, didn't they also share Karuchi? See, now I'm getting into a whole other thing.
Well, allegedly, the thing is that...
Oh, no, Quavo was her friend, right?
Not even friend. Not even friend. Allegedly, Chris Brown had his relationship with Karuchi.
Yeah. Had a baby on her, which ended the situation.
Yeah, and then
For no other reason
afterwards-
did they split. Not the beatings, not the...
Yeah.
It was the baby on
it
her.
was the baby.
Yes.
Yeah, that's wild though. That means you're actually shooting up the club recklessly. Because that means you are in a committed relationship with a woman who is on contraception, or you're taking measures to not, recklessly.
I think wanted the baby. Like, so... Sometimes these motherfuckers be spiteful. I be noticing it. That's spite right there. Karuchi now has to be like, that baby was born on me, bitch.
Yeah. That's supposed to be
a whole
you.
human. Yeah, that's supposed to be my child. Like, that's fucked up. I feel bad for
Is
them.
it possible? Is it possible? And I'm naive. I'm actually asking this. Is it possible to sleep with two women, like at the same time, get one pregnant, but not be able to get your long-term relationship girlfriend pregnant during that whole time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a double blow. That's a double blow. Because that's like...
Yeah.
That will make anyone question their fertility.
All the side chick had to do is come off birth control. It's not hard, you know. And if Chris Brown was like, I don't know, he could have been spiking Karuchi's drink with birth control. No condom, yeah, let's try. And then it's like, he knows he's been giving her the shit in her cornflakes or whatever.
I got a
she was
private
not
chef.
going to get pregnant, you know? Yeah.
There's a private chef.
Yeah.
The private chef just puts it in.
Straight up.
Oh,
Why not?
This took a turn.
So it's kind of like, it's fucked up, but...
It is what it is.
Yeah. Karuchi. Well, she won like an Emmy, didn't she?
I wouldn't know.
She was in that one.
What for?
It was a Niecy Nash show that she was with about a nail shop, I think. But he did really well.
I didn't know about that one.
So, yeah, good luck to her. But I think that's all the topics we got for this week.
Yeah, that is.
So stick with us, guys. We'll be back after the break.
Starlight, Raphim's Revenge, an interstellar odyssey written by St. Blades. Immerse yourself in a gripping narrative of mystery and courage, unraveling the enigmatic secrets of the stars. Buy the paperback, hardback, and Kindle editions across 12 countries and find local retailers on the Goodreads app or website today.
Your skin is perfect, no matter what you or anyone else thinks. Want some proof? Introducing Skin Saint, the new unisex, organically developed skincare, hair and body care line, officially launching in May 2024. As an early gift, you can try 2 limited edition products: our new hair growth tonic and the new snail mucin face serum. You can get your hands on both by heading to Instagram and visiting our new pop-up shop at Saint Merchandise. The skin you were born to have.
Discover the Bresselridge Gang series today. Jump into a captivating short story adventure with Max, Lorna, and Sammy as they navigate the rich tapestry of 1938 Louisiana. In a town brimming with diverse cultures and concealed treasures, their lives take an unexpected turn when they discover a map leading to an extraordinary journey. Join them in unraveling the mysteries that await. Available worldwide, you can find the book at major retailers like Barnes & Noble and Amazon in the US, Mighty Ape in New Zealand, Sandman in Asia, and many more. Dive into this thrilling tale of friendship and exploration wherever you are.
Welcome back to Vexed Uncensored with me, Mo Vader.
And me, Saint.
And we are now finally in the first spectacular, irregular, erratic, supersonic, hyperdynamic, Vexed segment of the show in a long time.
Yeah. Got quite a few Vex moments, I'd say.
Yes, we do. So,
It's the slanderous, the insatiable, the problematic, the honest, and downright uncensored Vex moments.
please take the lead.
Okay, so I'm going to start with Santander.
Okay.
So, Santander have an advert for some shit. I don't know what it is even, because I was so distracted from...
Formerly Abbey National.
Formerly. I was so distracted by what I was seeing. I was just confused and I don't even know what it's about. But it's called Santander Edge, whatever that is. Anyway, the reason why I was confused is because it starts off with a real news anchor. It was a real news anchor from the 5 o'clock news or whatever, from BBC, some shit. I don't know, he's probably retired now. It was weird. I'm sitting here and then I'm like, like this news round looks a bit cheap. Like, what have they done to it?
Yeah.
And then it's Santander, so I thought it was a news report about, literally, I was fooled into thinking it was a news report about Santander. No, it's Santander's advert.
Yeah.
And then they go into like stupid shit. But I don't like them using real news reporters in shit like this because how am I meant to know the difference between you chatting shit out your ass or you telling me the legitimate news, which is your job and your creed, like your code of conduct to do? Like, what the fuck is this here?
That's deceitful.
Yeah.
That's deceitful.
You're a bought and paid like that. I don't like it. I'm sorry, I don't. And I don't like politicians doing acting bits. I don't like Sadiq Khan being on this Vogue world. They're doing Vogue has found a way to make money out of touring. So they're going to do this fashion walk, operatic, celebrities walking on stage tour. Really? And in the advert, Sadiq Khan's there next to Naomi Campbell on the bus like her. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing there?
What?
Like, get to work, bitch. What are you doing on the what are you doing? How much did they pay you to do? I'm just like, this is not funny. This is like George Orwell.
Yeah, this is
disgraceful. You're not celebrities.
You're a politician, as a civil servant. And you're there with Naomi Campbell's.
Yeah.
Shouldn't Naomi Campbell
be in prison? Like,
hold on, what is she still doing up and out and about?
Yeah, Naomi Campbell, I don't know why. Again, connections. Like,
it's gotta be.
You know, some people they don't put in jail, they recruit them. For nefarious deeds, you know.
When they're that good, they're too good.
And clean up their messes for them and stuff. But anyway, we'll get to that, I'm sure. But no, I don't like it. And I feel like I'm in some sort of VR nightmare. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is this, Black Mirror?
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's that. And then we're going to move to Gillette.
The best a man can get.
Gillette. So maybe I'm being sexist. Maybe I'll be sexist, okay? Or maybe I'll be prudish. I don't know. But I don't like that Gillette's new adverts because obviously they're trying to chase the popularity of male grooming in its complete form.
Right.
Meaning more than just shaving your beard.
Yeah.
Right? So all this manscape and all this shit, it's like a trend or whatever. So here's Gillette advertising their new blades and the guy shaving his face or whatever, a few guys in there. And then like, I'm seeing the guy shaving his like groin area. Like V-line, like, I mean, the area he's shaving is coming, like he's there, down there. Like above his boxers, like he's shaving his pubes in my face. You're shaving your pubes in my face, sir. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. It's a blade. I can shave my ass. I can shave my anything, right? It's a blade. Why is it now getting to the point where, like, that's a bit much? With girls, you just see them doing their legs in their adverts. No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With the guys, very simple. You shave your face. Yeah, we get you can use it on your nuts and your bumhole. Yeah. If that's your ministry. But like, come on, the imagery. It's like if they put red liquid in the tampon adverts.
Oh yeah, they
watch
put
them
blue
start
liquid
doing that now. Yeah, because the moment it's red, don't matter if it's red like food colouring. It's disgusting. It's horrific. Get it off my screen. This is vulgar. You know, Gillette, you need to sort it out because get his pubes out my face.
Because of the popularity of Manscaped and all those. The sponsors of YouTube videos of the top 10, like YouTube
making puns, save your balls, or
Adam and Eve, and
right.
Because of that, they're like, right, we're Gillette.
Yeah,
we get the green light to just run with it and come back and apologize.
It is,
You're lucky. They've got a.
We're just provocative.
They've got a watershed version. Where he's doing helicopters and going at it with the battery powered Gillette.
What else? Oh, let's just add it on. So I don't like also in TV shows where they've got children characters who are obviously played by older people. Let's hope. So I watched that film. What's it called? It's called Never Go Back or some Never Let You Do some shit. And it's Sandra. No, don't do it. It's Julia Roberts.
I was going to say Sandra Bullock.
Why do we do that? They don't even look alike. But 90s people always do that. Fucking, what's his face? Don't know. But he looks like Kevin Bacon, but he's not. But then halfway through the film, Kevin Bacon's also in it. So I was a bit like, wait, what? Anyway, Barack Obama and Michelle Obama directed this Netflix film.
Okay.
Or executive produced it. I know your face already. I'm like, trust me. And it lives up to the face. Anyway, it's called Never Let You. Some shit. I don't know. I could look it up, can't bothered. There's a daughter and there's a son.
Yeah.
And the son, I'm going to guess he's got to be in his 20s. But he's playing 15, maybe.
Okay.
I think the girl's like 9. She's real 9. For some reason, she's a child with a grown woman's face. That creeped me out. She looks 40 in the face. I'm never being mean. She looks 40 in the face and she's a child. Anyway, it's weird. It's like a horror movie anyway. Maybe they did it on purpose. And then the son, there was a scene where he's like wanking himself off like in the bed. And I'm like, hold on. I get he's like an adult in real life because he is, I'm
But
sure.
the character's 15. A 15-year-old shouldn't be.
Why are we depicting children masturbating in anything? And like in a Julia Roberts film. What? Netflix, like, what are you doing to me? You know? And it's like, come on. These are like common sense things. Like, who wants to see that? And you can't even say, oh, well, young girls are watching, it's not for adults. And for them, but there shouldn't be any media even enticing a young girl to, oh, here's someone your age, but he's still getting like, what?
Yeah.
You can't even put the age thing in or like, oh, well, why are you seeing it that way? Well, he's wanking.
Actually,
like, that's wrong.
That's a good point. That's actually...
Who are they catering to here?
Yeah, you wouldn't really give it much thought in the instant. Or like, if you're just, oh yeah, this is the new...
Right.
For the names and this and that, you're watching it as, oh, storyline. 15-year-old guy slapping it off. But you wouldn't stop and actually think, hold on.
Right.
For a 15-year-old girl that is the target audience, who may or may not have seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is inviting them to go and find out about it.
Right. You're essentially doing like soft porn for teenagers? Like
that's planting the seed.
That would be almost just as bad if that's the only excuse they could have, and that's just as bad. So it's like, what are we doing here? And that's what I just want people to be like, don't get normalized to this, please. Like, please don't. You know what I mean? Come on, this can't. Imagine everything's like that. I couldn't live, I don't think.
Give it a couple of years and they'll reboot that thing that they had to take off.
Yeah.
Remember I forgot his name, but there was a Netflix thing.
Yeah.
With the young girls gymnastics.
Why boycotted them?
And they had to take it down. I don't even know
Fruities, Sweeties.
Is that it?
So it was called something like that too.
Yeah.
It was bad.
That
was
bad. Wild.
Blacklist that shit. I think
that
they
was
have.
Wild.
And the directors, they were all creepy. And I think the producer was actually a convicted paedophile. And it was just like, oh God. Why is it in the acting world as well, like Woody Allen, all of that? Like, why is the acting world not bothered by paedophilia? I just don't get why that is. Like, blatantly not bothered.
They're just like, set them free.
Even with the Me Too thing, it's like, okay, but what about the children though?
Yeah, it's true.
Fuck them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what? Yeah. No, that's like the mentality of like the Victorian, where they used to let children sweep their chimneys.
Yeah,
fucking the British were sick. Like,
they'll grow up. They'll
so
get
many
through
ways. Yeah, sweep this. I'm here, ma'am. Yes, minor child, go and sweep this chimney and almost get liquefied.
They're like, well, they've got to make a living.
How many orphan children died cleaning chimneys? Like, what?
And then the ones who used to clean the machines and get amputated.
Oh my God. That should have been on the show. Why wasn't that on the show? We did a show, yeah, and the story. One of the stories was a meat company employing children on their shifts to clean, and there's little children in like the protective gear, cleaning blades and fucking like things like mince whole cows and shit, and they're like dawdling around, carrying buckets of boiling water. Like, what's going on? Well, they've been like properly fucked with now. I think the government's done, so I don't know what's gone on, but that company, the cleaning company that does this shit, they have been like, yeah, they've been called to answer. It was just like, what the fuck is this? This is like, yeah, Victorian era or some shit. Oh God,
that is not funny.
It's bad. And McDonald's, they still ain't answered for fucking why, 5-year-olds are frying nuggets, but in the drive-thrus. But my next one, this is a firing line. This is just an AK moment. So Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah.
Like who asked for this? Who wants Jurassic Park anymore? How many films are there? What is Jurassic Park about? What is the point of Jurassic Park?
I think there's like 5. There's 5 movies now, or 6 maybe. There's like
because they stopped putting numbers in them, trying to trick us.
There's like 6 or 7.
Jurassic Park World and Jurassic Park
Domination.
And it's like the same film, and like I think I put it on. I can't remember it. All I remember is Chris Pratt like riding the Velociraptor or some shit, and I was just like, who fucking wants to see this? Like, can the things that are cannibal or like cannibal, but like put them away or something. Let us get tired of it.
Well, the truth be told,
and then I thought, why? Because they're trying to keep the dinosaur shit going. So basically, until the 1800s, they were called dragons. They were called dragons. So dinosaurs is a new term, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And then dinosaurs fell into the whole theory of evolution and
Okay.
But before that, that's why there's dragons in all the cultures. People are like, why is there dragons everywhere if there weren't dragons? Because what you're seeing in the museums is they're dragons.
Yeah.
They're not dinosaurs. There's no such thing as a dinosaur. He's a made-up thing, and so on. Those are dragons. So I'm like, that's why. Because like you like the ESG, like they only do these things and hard rollout machine. Like if they're indoctrinating you with something, like Transformers, right? Everyone's like, why they keep doing it with Transformers 100 million? Because the MOD fund Transformers productions. People don't know that. The Ministry of Defense of America, they literally are like behind on the set, like they're literally a bunch of movies are there. The Department, I think, of Defense has its own department for Hollywood. Like it's called the look it up. I'm not making this up, guys. They've got a department called Hollywood something, and it's basically all the movies that they just decide to be a part of.
Yeah.
Like, Elton John, right? He had a biopic or some shit.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, why would you pick a straight boy to play him?
Yeah.
He's gay, right? Elton John.
Yeah.
A big, big, advocates and, very open for many years. Why did he pick a straight guy? And people were like, oh, if he got to pick who he wanted, which he did, when you think like this is your story about a gay guy and la la la. So wouldn't you do that again and get a gay actor and give them that? What do you know why?
Why?
Because the Vatican funded his film partially among the investors. The Vatican, the Catholic Church invested in Elton John. Yeah, Bordeaux Temporalis cult, sex cult member, and all this evil shit. They funded his movie. Why?
The department.
They're up to something.
Because
they're up to something. They're up to something. Always fucking up to something. Not the equipment. Right.
Oh my god.
That's my fault.
Look at them. Look at their shifty eyes. Okay. Okay. The Department of Defense Entertainment Media Office.
Ooh.
Supports studios, production companies, producers, directors, screenwriters, location managers, actors, and filmmakers in the production of both scripted and unscripted films.
They're bastards, isn't they?
There we go. That
and I think you might be able to get a list of some of the films they're like, that's their films. James Bond, we know that though.
Yeah.
Most people think, oh, it's about MI5. No, it's by MI5.
Yeah.
And MI6 as well.
It's funny that we've not had one for a long time, almost a decade, and that's the
They don't know what to do with him.
Oh yeah, they were supposed to give it to Eldris. Well, there was grumblings of giving it to Idris.
I don't want him to have it. Not him.
Not him.
No. Find someone else.
Just anyone.
Not him. Just not him.
Just not him.
My advice will be
David Beckham.
No. My advice would be take it back to the original. Find a white guy
and just
with tan skin, with dark hair. So white in white culture.
Yeah.
They have their dark and handsome is their term for a guy who is white, but he has jet black hair and dark tan skin. Because there's a white, there are whites who are white, and that's what they look like. So to them, and like it's if they're fetishized within their own culture, the whites.
So they're the ones that tan in the sun, but not.
They tan that they have a tan already. They're called olive skinned people. Yeah. And their hair is black. And I like Irish. We're not even talking about Irish even because they have their own. They're known for that, I guess.
What are Italians or Spaniards?
See, back in the day, they weren't considered white, but I guess now they are. So there you go. How funny how that works. But
it's because
the
of
Spaniards
colonialism.
were not white.
They're not. But it's colonialism, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you enslave,
the Italians were not white. The Irish were not white.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Let's remember.
Dogs and the blacks weren't.
Yeah, the blacks and the Irish were considered as dirty as each other. But they're all rap lower than us.
Potato eating.
But yeah, it's crazy. But James Bond, take it back to the dark and handsome white guy. Find one.
He wasn't
in 25 years old or some shit who's suave and can wear a suit.
Was Sean Connery Irish?
Scottish.
Oh, Scottish. Okay.
Connery. Sean Connery. Sean. Clean your fucking room, Sean. Stole me fucking bass again, didn't you? Gotta love Scotland. I want to visit there one day. Poor bastards. But yes, he was a Scot, And then you had Roger Moore, who was English. I went to the same primary school as him, not St. James, like another one before that I went to.
Okay.
Yes. Ray School. It's called Ray School. Yes, and I went to that school. But do that. I used to get Roger Moore. I used to get them mixed up because they looked like Pierce Brosnan. Like that was the character. So why?
What happened to Pierce Brosnan?
He's still going. Like
really?
He just aged. He's got like salt and pepper hair now, and like grey basically, half grey and half not or some shit.
Oh man,
he could get away with like the black top and the grey sides. He could get away with that. But yeah, he's still going. But that's James Bond. To me, James Bond is like Batman to me. Like it's the same. Yeah.
It faded for me.
Really?
At the time, I was like, wow, James Bond.
Yeah.
And getting it regularly at those regular intervals and then being able to go back to the older.
And the soundtracks. Yeah. They were like, whoa. They just did it right. No wonder it was done by the actual motherfucking, But
it was.
What happened? Daniel Craig, I went off that as soon as he got cast. I never watched a Daniel Craig. I've seen a couple. A few people made me watch them with them, I guess, but I never paid attention. That's not James Bond. I'd rather a woman play him than Daniel Craig. Because at least, a blonde, like, who's this? Go away. That's not even like, what? That's like casting a cat for a dog.
I'd rather that.
And he wasn't like James Bond is supposed to be like a little bit posh, but then like he's a fox, do you know what I mean? And he's fucking all the bitches, but he's manipulating them. But then he's a great agent. He's got all these gadgets. Do you know what I mean? He wasn't like some boxy blonde geezer who's like what? Get it right.
I think that
yes. If they're not going to take it to the original, make it a black woman. I want to see. Like, she could be Pierce Brosnan's protege, and she's now 007, kind of like a Solid Snake situation in Metal Gear Solid, and that's what I want to see if you're going to do it.
Okay.
And black women will pay to see movies. Why will we not learn that? Give them what they want. Literally. Like all these black women, there's nothing for us. We got to watch like Tyler Perry and shit because black movies don't work. Or the black actresses are saying, the studios are saying, black movies don't sell black women roles. Yes, they do. They sell more than white movies a lot of the time. Do it. Do you know what I mean? Make it a black woman. I'm going to leave the rest for the next show.
All right. Yeah. Well, I showed up. I showed up to a pistol. I showed up to a gunfight with a knife.
Nothing.
I had nothing.
Nothing but dreams.
Nothing but dreams. Just playing around like, hey, take me seriously.
You're suddenly deaf and blind.
I'll swing where I look. But I think this was absolutely a wholesome, absolutely wholesome show.
Yes.
A good bounce back in that, but
Yeah, anything. Oh, got anything to promote? I was gonna say, what have we actually got? I'm so lost. So too much, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, my new single's out, guys. It's out everywhere. Produced by Beats. Yeah, first track I recorded after like 5 years. So go and get that shit. Oh yeah, music video. There's a theatrical version, lyric video. There's all sorts. So go and check that out on my YouTube or some stuff. What else have we coming up? Rebirth movie. That's gonna be like, I feel like that's gonna be like a quick time drop. I don't think like they're gonna have much warning. But I'm sure you can let them know on that when that
Little boom.
You know, that's done pretty much, isn't it?
I'll say
That project.
I'll say Anakin, I've got the high ground.
I got the high ground. Say, Mama, I made a movie. You'd be like, what? Like, go on Amazon Prime.
Yes,
Press
please.
play on Rebirth.
Please do.
Based on, you know, the May Vader story. But what else? Skin Saint, end of the month, you can actually go on and like register all that at Skin Saint Global on Instagram. We're working hard to get it on like Amazon and stuff like that at launch. So, but you know, we're new, so this time. And yeah, that's all I can think of for now.
Well, you've covered it all.
Okay.
You've covered it all.
Cool. Right, guys. So we'll be back. Summer's coming. Get ready. Big summer. All right. See you later.
Have you ever thought about having your own podcast, either on your own or with a co-host? Then follow us at Planet VXD on Instagram and let us know what ideas you have, as you never know what could happen. We might just get involved. Thanks for listening.